Welcome back, I'm Nick from Upment Gaming, and I've got a Blender tutorial today. This is the first in a series of videos that we'll be looking at how to use Blender as a nonlinear video editor. I don't use Blender for 3D work or anything like that very often. I primarily use it for editing videos that I record for this channel and my other personal channel. Now, this is, for the most part, Blender's default startup file. I've customized it a little bit, but it's nothing major. It won't affect how you proceed. So this first video is going to look at setting up the user interface to be a bit more friendly for video editing. So to get started, come up here to this drop-down, the Choose Screen Layout drop-down, and come down all the way to the bottom, and you'll see Video Editing. Click that. Now this is what Blender ships with as its video editing layout. It works, but I don't find it to be ideal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Click this plus to add a new screen, and give it a name that will actually mean something. Now that you've done that, let's bring this over a little bit, and to shrink or grow windows, just put your cursor right in between like that, and click and drag. Now, I don't use the graph editor all that much because I don't do major video editing, and so I actually find it better if this panel here is a file browser, and that'll allow me to drag in assets. Now, if you want to actually drag files in, you'll need to come up here to these three buttons that control how it displays files, and you'll need to select thumbnails. Otherwise, I've found that it doesn't drag properly all the time. Now, over here, split this by grabbing this corner, clicking, and dragging to the left. Make sure you don't drag down, otherwise you'll get a horizontal split here. Now, this panel here is going to be your preview window, which is what it is right now. This one here is going to be properties. Excuse me, it doesn't actually need to be this big. This is or contains all of the properties of your current file. So mainly for video editing, all your encoding and output stuff. Now, this down here is, we're just going to swap these two panels. So take this and turn it into the timeline and drag this all the way up, because you don't actually need that part in the middle there. You only need these controls. So the AV sync, your playback controls, your current frame, and your starting and ending frames, and keyframe controls. Now this panel down here will become your sequence editor, or video sequence editor, and then you'll want to press the N key. This will bring up the individual strip properties. So if you add, say, I'm just going to add a color strip real quick, scale it up a little bit, it'll allow you to edit individual strips as opposed to the entire project at once. That's going to be about it for this video. There will be more to come on further use of Blender as a nonlinear video editor. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick from Upment Gaming. Bye-bye. Alright, not quite adios. I did forget to mention that you want to save this file somewhere and usually open it up. Well, you won't want any of these strips here. So make sure everything's like empty. And then save the file so that you can access your custom view in the future. You'll probably want to load it as either a template every time or save it as the startup file, which can be done with File, Save Startup File. Thanks for watching. Adios.